104.1 WTQR and Jeff Roper in the morning, and WCWG-TV 20.1, Cable Channel 3. And, yeah, it's not often that we have suits in the building. But David Daggett is here. He's an attorney in Winston-Salem. Good morning. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. We know your name. We know what you do, and you have a lot of fans. But there's some things we don't know about you that we've uncovered. This is almost like a Dateline exclusive.
Yes.
Because you've been active in some other things. When you're not out fighting for victims' rights, what are you up to?
Well, over the past 30 years, I've competed in triathalons, which are swim, bike, run events. And over those 30 years, have done 158 triathalons, 20 of them at the Ironman distance. The Ironman is a 2.4-mile swim, 112-mile bike, 26.2-mile marathon run, right in a row.
And you thought 3 kids was enough to keep you in shape.
That's what keeps me in shape.
Okay, that's what you're chasing here at home, right? And then of course, how long does one of those events take? Is that a week-long event?
It takes me in the 11-hour range.
See, this is the amazing part. We have some pictures, too. We want to show you here. I guess this is at the finish line at one of the Ironman events. Tell us where this was.
That's a finish line picture from last month in Coeur, Idaho, Ironman Coeur. And that's shortly after crossing the finish line. That's a picture of my beautiful wife and my kids around me. They're the ones with the backs to us with the little ball caps on.
And then we got some other photographs here. There you are in the middle of the race.
That's in the middle of the run course. You got to remember, that's 8 to 9 hours into the race right there. And that's right before I stopped to give my wife a kiss.
And she gave you Gatorade or water, perhaps?
No, there's aid stations on the course, so just the kiss from her. That was enough energy for them.
And I guess we're going swimming. It's like a flock of penguins.
It is. I have played football. I wrestled, played hockey. The roughest thing I've ever done is an Ironman swim start, which is a mass start in this race, 2,800 competitors, and all aiming for the first turn at the same time.
Well, I was going to say, is there any chicken winging going on as you head toward the?
You swim with wide elbows to protect yourself, not to hit anybody, but to protect yourself, because there's shoulders, elbows, feet, knees. You have to be smart. And then it's a spectator event also, and the photo you just popped up, that's of the swim start. That crowds were all over the course.
And this is in Idaho.
Yes, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, up in the little finger at the top of Idaho. Beautiful area.
And there we are, the big finish.
That's the finish line picture.
Now, if someone wanted to get started in Ironman competitions, obviously, running and walking, but when you add the other elements to it, the training for this, obviously you've been doing it for 30 years. How do you get started in something like that?
Right. Well, I got started. I got out of college, wanted to continue having a healthy fitness lifestyle, and wanted to continue to compete. A friend dared me to do a triathlon, borrowed a bike the night before, and found out that this old jack of all trades athlete, putting 3 sports together, fit me. And I enjoyed it. That was in the infancy of the sport. The sport was just starting back then. And progressively started doing more and more, wanted to do longer and longer distances. Probably the biggest dream of all triathletes is to do the Hawaii Ironman World Triathlon Championships, and set that as a goal, and have done that 5 times so far. We'll be doing it for a 6th time this October.
And you qualified for that based off of your performance in Idaho.
Yeah, you have to qualify for it. Sports Illustrated says it's the finest gathering of athletes anywhere in the world outside of Olympic Village.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
It's quite an event.
Now, for folks that are if you just turn on the television this morning, David Daggett is with us, and he is a world-class athlete because, let's face it, he qualified to swim the Hawaiian Islands. That's basically what you're going to be doing, right? It's like an episode of Lost.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's not the tourist Hawaii that most people see. It's on the Kona coast, which is almost all lava desert. Temperatures going well over 100 degrees. It's a brutal
black
event.
Sand and
it's oppressive. It's very oppressive.
And tell us what you do in real life, though. How can you help folks that live here?
By day, I'm a lawyer. Our law firm, Daggett Shuler, helps people who've been wrongfully injured, hurt at work, or disabled. It's interesting. A lot of the same principles translate over, though. I believe in combining the various aspects of your life: the discipline, the training, the goals. the long-term results, all that feed together. I think it fits with your family. It fits spiritually. It fits professionally with being a lawyer, and obviously athletically also.
And if folks want to find you or want to reach out to you, if they have any kind of questions, you have a website, or where can folks find you?
Well, I have several. If you search David Daggett Ironman on Google, I come up quite a few places.
That's great.
But at DaggettShulerLaw.com, we have there's links to my personal blog, David Daggett at DavidDaggett.wordpress.com.
That's cool.
And,
it really is neat to find out what
yeah.
people have going on.
Yeah,
There's a lot more to business people in our region.
I try to be very, very polite cycling on our local roads. Please give me a wave if you go by. I'll be very polite and wave back to you. I've bicycled approximately 200,000 miles in training on the Triad roads.
And what do you eat for breakfast? That is the obvious question.
I usually eat Wheaties.
There's the endorsement.
Wheaties with my children. So,
David Daggett, Ironman competitor, and we look forward to seeing how you do in Hawaii. That'll be great. Thank you
Jeff.
for being here this morning.
Appreciate you having me.
Good to see you.